why are you so angry? Nobody cared.
Yeah.
This was back in high school. So can you console yourself for 5 minutes?
I have relationships with women and sex with men.
One, me. That's it.
Yeah, sex with men. I got some in Ice T's voice. Yeah, I got something to tell you that makes you gay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Project Back podcast. This is the Random Black Kid and your host, Nay, as well. We're going to start this off with your song of the week.
I don't have one. No, I do. What I've been listening to? Oh, what's that song? Have you ever heard of YTK?
YTK.
The song, the song "Let It Off" that I showed you, when he remixed Mariah Carey's "Shake It Off."
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, that song! I've been playing that song almost every single day.
That song is actually pretty good.
That song is so good. I don't know why, but I was sitting there. I think I was on it had to be Snapchat or something. I don't know. And they was talking about that. It was like, I think it was Complex. It's like, oh, why is such and such doing like old pop songs and stuff like that? And I'm like, what? And then it was like the dudes out of Chicago, Young and Ace, and I don't know whoever else. They remixed 1,000 miles or 1,000 whatever the fuck that song's called. Is it 5,000 miles? 1,000? You know, 1,000 or 5,000. You know, I walk. Is it 9,000? Is it 9,000 miles?
9?
Is it 1,000?
Yo, hold on. Now I gotta look it up. You know, I got the handy dandy.
Is it 1,000? I'm positive it's 1,000. Or is it 9,000? Well, I'm just taking that because of Goku. Is it 5?
It's 1,000.
Is it 1,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they remixed 1,000 miles, basically saying like they're gonna kill ops and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, okay, there's another one, and it was like YTK Let It Off, and he starts off just like shoot, 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 and I'm like, oh, okay. And then he goes shoot, and I was like, oh. And the next thing you know, I gotta let it off. I'm with the gang. I was like, oh. And then I was so mad. It's only like a minute and 45 seconds. I was like, bro, you should just did like the whole entire 3 minutes of this.
The best songs are under 2 minutes. And if you want to argue with me, you can, but.
The best songs are auto-tune? No.
No, not auto-tune, under 2 minutes.
You said what?
Under 2 minutes.
Oh, no. I need a solid like 3.5.
Oh, no.
I can only listen to some songs. The only song that was long as hell that I listened to was Odd Future's Odie. That was like 10 minutes long. Okay. And everyone had a good verse in there. Even Jasper. Jasper had a good verse. The best verse out of there, I don't care who says, it's Mike G. Mike G had the best verse out of that. Frank Ocean came in probably third. Haji probably second, I think. So that was like my top 3. Like Tyler's is nice and stuff. Oh no, Earl. I forgot. I don't know where to put Earl. Because Earl's was really good, even though he used like hella big fucking words. But yeah, that was a good one. But that was always Earl. But yeah, I think Odie is probably the only song that's crazy long that I will actually listen to. That's it. 10 minutes, that's about it. And second would probably be Mortal Man by Kendrick Lamar. That's the second one. That's like 7 minutes. But it goes into him talking to Tupac. So it's just like so it's like a 4.5 minute song with like 3 minutes of talking. But how about you, Nay? How about you, Nay?
Well, you know, according to my friends, I be on my white girl shit, and I've been listening to Bring Me the Horizon, the Sepinternal album. It's a oldie but goodie. Can't get any better than that. I like rock music. If you got a problem with it, you can suck it. It is what it is.
There's no problem with rock music.
Rock music is great. I don't care what nobody says. Just like country music, say something if you want to. Country music slaps.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it do.
Only like 2 songs that are country songs. The rest of it sucks. The rest of it.
I'll be in the car yodeling.
That's it. Like, there's no other country song. Probably the only third country song that I would like is Old Town Road, and that's about it.
I mean, I guess that's
it is technically a country.
Country.
If Rage Against the Machines, Bulls on Parade, it's a metal song, but it doesn't sound like a metal song. If you look that up, and if you do look that up, that's a really good song. Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine, great song. It's a metal song, but oh man, what's the lead vocalist name? I forget his name, but he does rap as well. He does rap, and he raps throughout the song, but he does it in a way that is still metal. And I'm like, whoa, that's good. And Denzel Curry covered it and killed it as well a couple years ago. So yes, I would say that that's the only metal song I listen to. I do listen to other rock music. I do, but the only metal song that I will listen to is Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine. That's about it.
Is his vocalist Zach De La Rocha?
Yeah. What the show shot? Show, I'll make your body drop. Oh man. And how he says it, I think he's like half I think he's like Mexican, half Mexican or something like that. But he's from California. And he has like that California like kind of accent. So when he like says certain words, it matches so well with like his rap style. Right. And it reminds you of like West Coast rappers. So I'm like, yeah. That's a good song.
I'll listen to it when I get off because I listen to Rage Against the Machine, but I don't think I know this song.
You never heard that song. That is probably their most popular song. You never play Guitar Hero?
Yes. So I probably have heard it.
Never heard that song?
I probably listen. I'm not a song name kind of person, but if you play, I'll probably
the guitar riff. When you hear the guitar riff, it should bring back memories.
Hold up, because now you piqued my interest.
Can't play it though.
What was the name of the song?
Bulls on Parade. Can't play it now. Get us in trouble.
That's what you think.
I know. I know. Trying to upload this to YouTube. They're like, no. Like,
copyright strike.
They're like, no, you cannot do this. But yeah, that's the only metal song I would listen to. Other than that, fuck no, I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
See, and that's why Sepinternal was such a good album because their album before, don't ask me what the name is, I'm not sure. Their first album that they ever dropped was heavy metal. This album, the Sepinternal album, was like a mix. They toned it down a little bit when it came to like the screaming and the growling and stuff like that. So I guess you would consider that like a pop rock / metal album. And like unpopular opinion, but I also like their Spirit album and even the one that just came out, like where they incorporate a lot of electronics and like the EDM sound. They mix that in with their newer music and rap too. Like I don't know, something about rap and heavy metal music together just it brings me peace.
You said rap and heavy metal?
Mm-hmm. I'll send you a couple of songs for you to listen to after we get off of this podcast.
I feel like I'm gonna be up all night. I need headphones. That's the only thing. Headphones is the thing I need at night. That's what I do. I do need headphones. So once I do listen to it, I'm probably gonna be like, oh, this is nice. And then I'm up for like 3-4 o'clock in the morning and hearing screaming in my ear. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'll take a listen to it. You probably gonna send me like the worst possible songs. I'm like, I fucking hate this.
No,
I
no,
never,
I'm gonna send you
I
the
have,
good
you
ones.
have not sent me bad songs yet, but I feel like it's gonna be a song that I would be like,
There's always a few. It's a hit or miss. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a feel for where you're at musically, and sometimes I just completely miss the mark.
musically, I am. God, people hate my music.
Same.
People hate my playlist. They hate it so much because it's full of like hip hop artists that can actually like rap. It's full of TDE. It's full of Dreamville. And if people don't know, that's like Kendrick. Well, Dreamville's J Cole, Earth Gang.
Yeah, me.
Boss. That's a three from Dreamville I listen to mainly is Boss, um, J Cole, and Earth Gang. And Earth Gang's probably the best duo in hip hop right now. Like TDE is Kendrick, um, J Rock, Absol, Isaiah, who is dropping the day before my birthday, Friday. Finally, Zay. Holy hell, 5 years since you dropped the Sun's tirade, and you've been dropping here and there. But then I just saw today that he is dropping that. So yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh man, I'm Juneteenth. I found out Juneteenth was actually my birthday, and I was like, what the hell? I felt so dumb. I was like, this has been around for years, and I just learned about it like a couple years ago. I
Same.
felt so dumb. And then that's what I was like, they needed. I actually did a speech like that for my one class. I did a speech class, and whoever watches this, if y'all do watch this, yes, this is why. That's how I came up with my shit. I came up with it because I didn't know what Juneteenth was until like a couple years ago. So then what I did was like listen to like watch all this other stuff that I didn't know that happened. And I'm like, yo, why did I learn this in high school? I was so mad. I was like, why didn't I learn this in high school? Why didn't
Literally.
I learn that they freed the slaves on this day? And next thing you know, that they actually were free months prior to that. And then the slaveholders kept them because they wanted their I guess their crop season to be like something like that. And they kept them. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Texas, like what's up
Mhm.
with you? And then they say, yeah, so y'all are free. Thank you for doing this free labor. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? They've been free for so long. They've been free for so long to the point that Texas is like, let's not just say nothing. The one of the generals came down to Texas is like, yeah, they're free. And it was like, what? They was like, yeah, they've been free for the longest. Like, where have y'all been? So I'm like, yo, this is fucked up.
And that's crazy to think about because it's not like they had easy access to the information.
Yeah, they did.
That's
But
crazy.
they could have sent a letter like via train. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. They had trains around. It's not like they couldn't just put it on trains. Like, yeah, deliver this to Texas. No one tried. Unless there wasn't. Don't sit there and people that are in history and be like, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about because they didn't have trains that way. Okay, bitch, I wasn't around
Right.
then. Around now, I wasn't around in the 1860s. God damn it. So, yeah, that's crazy to think that mad things that happen, mad things that happen we didn't learn in school. Like, they didn't tell us what really happened with like the natives and Thanksgiving with the pilgrims.
Hmm.
They never told us that. And I don't
Then
think they're teaching. I don't know because we haven't been in like high school for middle school and elementary for the longest. But in elementary, they didn't tell us that freaking the pilgrims gave the natives syphilis and all that from rubbing
hmm
disgusting bodies with towels and blankets and giving them to the natives, and they died because they're fucking disgusting people. Like I was like, that's crazy. I don't think they didn't. I don't remember about slaves, like all this other stuff. But yeah, it's just like they don't teach us in school, and then you find out on your own. But they're keeping it from you. It's just like
hmm
why are we skipping over all the stuff that happened? Why are we
exactly.
doing that? So I find that to be kind of like silly. Like you might as well just tell the truth because once we find out the truth, are you programming us to be like, oh yeah, we love America? America, yeah, we had some bad times, but it wasn't crazy until you find out until you find out some guy with a whole bunch of free slaves ran around and killed white people and killed a whole entire family of white people. I'm talking about everyone. I think his name was John Brown. I'm positive it was John Brown. Went around and killed everyone. I'm talking about in the middle of the night with a whole bunch of slaves, burst into the house, killed everybody. Kids, wife, husband, dogs, everyone. Killed everyone, even the baby. This nigga's a crazy. This nigga's like, it is. I learned that in 8th grade or 7th grade, something like that. I forget.
I ain't never
like,
heard that. That's crazy.
Because they're not teaching it now. They don't want to teach it. They want to teach you that there was actually slave revolts that went around. They didn't want to teach you that. I just found out because some Karen went around and spray painted. I think it was in Washington State. Oh man, man, I don't know. I don't want to be wrong. It's either Washington State or Oregon State. There was this. He was a slave, and Lewis and Clark had slaves. If you didn't know, he was on their boat with them through their expedition, and I guess they sold his wife or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to get it twisted. And how I found this on World Star of all places, I found out all this rather than go to any other like site or any like educational site. I found this on World Star because it was like Karen Spray's monument of first black explorer because he technically was a black explorer. So I forget his name. His last name's York, which is crazy because from York, Pennsylvania. So that's crazy. But yeah, his last name, like, he's the basically first black explorer. And she's defaced it. She was like, "Hey, blacks, natives, Hispanics, and everything else." She started calling out her. She started telling her whole name, her address, everything else, and this bitch was out of breath. She was out of breath.
Wait,
around red faced.
Wait, so she was giving her information out after she did that?
Yeah, because there's people that are recording her, so people are getting bold now. So as you can see from the fucking what you call it, the Capitol, they're rushing into the Capitol like a bunch of lunatics, and there are people giving out their name and addresses and stuff like that, thinking that no one's gonna find out this information.
Right.
And then you find out this information, and it didn't matter if y'all are going to prison now. Y'all are going to prison, and guess who's not going to give you a presidential pardon? Your man's not in office no more. Not in office, so you really can't do anything. Like, you think he's going to send one of his lawyers to defend you? No, he doesn't care.
Going so hard for a man that don't even know you exist.
Care about you. He makes millions every year. He does not care about you at all.
Nope.
At all. Like, if he did care about you, he would send one of his lawyers to do one of your cases, but he's not. You know why? Because he needs his lawyers. He doesn't care. But anyway, yeah. She was telling her whole information, stuff like that. I'm like, don't you think like you're defacing a I think that's a landmark that you're defacing, and I'm pretty sure that's a felony.
Yeah.
Federal crime, what you're doing. You're defacing I think that's a crime, right?
I think so.
I'm positive that's a felony. That's a felony. And she was like, I didn't understand the symbols that she had, but she had symbols on there. And I'm like, what the fuck are you writing? Like, what are you writing?
Right.
Yeah, I hate blacks and a black man shouldn't be on here. I'm like, damn. Like, where'd you get
so miserable? Like, what, do you not have a husband? Like, do you not have kids? Probably. A dog, a house?
But now you're going to prison, so
yeah, you fucking find a fucking husband in here.
Was it worth it? At the end of the day, was it worth it? Because you're gonna go to prison, and there's gonna be probably a lot of black and Hispanics in there, and some of the guards are assholes, and we'll tell what's your crime.
Oh yeah, especially if they are of color. Yeah, best believe they're going to let everybody know.
Oh, they're gonna whoop your ass.
Have fun, sis.
It's just like what they do to like pedophiles and rapists. Like they beat your ass. They whoop your ass every single day that you wake up and have you on suicide watch.
For real.
So, but yeah, that's this is crazy now. It's getting very crazy. I don't like it, but shit, that's America. That's
America.
America. That's a home of the home of I don't even know home of the when you can do whatever you want, but you can't if you're black. Land of the minorities and whites and home of the Negro haters. I don't fucking something along that line. Something.
Not the Negro.
I'm positive they said that, and I'm positive they said that in the Declaration of Independence.
That was the first copy of it.
That was the first copy. Along with the Dave Chappelle book. The Dave Chappelle he's like, all men are created equally. It's like, go ahead, nigga. go make me a sandwich. It's just like, he said, hurry up, nigga, with that.
Coming NASA, like, get the fuck.
He said, hurry up, nigga, with that Constitution before I kill you. I was like, yeah. Or like, I think he said sandwich. I don't know. He said, make me a sandwich, nigga, before I kill you. Something like that. It's just like,
That was a different time back then.
More likely did happen. Just like some slave just like minding his business. Yeah. Master comes in, it's like, hurry up, nigga. Like, make this before I beat you. It's just like, damn. I wonder if slaves like fought back, like they start throwing hands. I don't think so.
Wouldn't be me, cause you're not about to beat me.
Shit, you might as well kill me. Kill me. I ain't going. I'm not getting beat like that. Come on now. I survived Africa. I'm pretty sure I can survive some whips.
Oh no!
I was fighting lions for a zebra. You're not gonna do this to me. You gotta fight a lion for half a zebra? Yeah, nigga, you're not gonna whip me. I'm fighting an animal that's twice, 3 times as big as us. Fuck, you ain't gonna whip me. And if you do whip me, I'm just gonna eat that and whoop your ass. Fuck that. You fighting lion? If you're fighting actual lions and tigers and everything else, and I don't know if tigers are. Don't quote me. I don't know if tigers are in Africa. Probably. I don't fucking know. I don't live there. So if I gotta fight cheetahs and everything else for a goddamn meal, no, nigga, you're not doing this to me. Get out your damn mind. Just imagine being a slave. It's just like, damn.
See, you know, like, mad respect, because I could never. You want me to do something? Yes, master. Sorry. Like, just don't hit me, please. Like, I'm too soft for all that. I'll support the uprising. You know what I mean? Silently, but don't ask me to do nothing. Nope. Couldn't be me.
I was not even gonna call him master. I'm gonna be like, listen here, white man.
Yeah, white man. Okay.
He gets his whip ready, just catch it in your bare hand. Yeah, it's gonna fuck my hand up. I'm gonna catch it. And then now we're playing tug of war, which gives another slave the opportunity to sleep this nigga. We go off. That's it. Because I know he got guns in there. What? Sleep him, knock an overseer over, shoot the overseer. Come on, man.
Oh my God. You had this shit planned out.
Hell yeah, man. Look, if I take myself now who I am and go back and was a slave, I'm like, okay, if I do this, maybe I can be free. Fuck running in the middle of the night. I'm gonna cause like this big scene, plan this out with some of my other people, cause a big scene, act like somebody's dying or something. Boom, knock an overseer out, take his gun, like hit him right in the back of his head, knock another overseer out, bang. And then have one of the slaves act like they're like not going to do what the master says. Like I said, if they can, like, I know it's stupid, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible to catch a whip in your hand. So what if like some old time Quentin Tarantino bullshit, like you catch it in your hand?
I was about to say, you watch too many movies and shit.
Catch it in your hand like this, and then that gives somebody enough time, run up, sleep master, his wife screaming, "Fuck it, knock her ass out." The kids running around, tie them up, man. Stick some socks in their mouth, put them somewhere, and like tie the master up, whip him. What? Put him like tie him to like a horse, smack the horse on the ass.
Oh my God!
Okay, we going hard. We going hard to escape. We going hard to put a note on his chest, knowing damn well I can't spell. We were kings and shit. on his chest. We are escaping. We are escaping. Y'all not gonna catch us. With like a Z. They're like, you making fun
You
of
got
us
that.
now?
You got that. Could never.
I'm not making fun of slaves, but we couldn't spell it right. So come on now. I'm keeping it at least truthful, because catching a whip in your hand, you gotta have quick hands. So, it's not impossible, but I don't think anybody was catching a fucking whip with their hands. I would just be like, if I can grab it, I could. I just catch it in my hand. Probably don't be bleeding, but come on now. Somebody can whoop somebody's ass. Come on. Human being at least.
I just want to, just go back in time and just see what it was like.
Beat the shit out of Hitler.
Because I feel like at some plantations, some niggas was putting a fight up.
Hell yeah.
I can see it. Because especially now, how strong-willed we are as a people, and to even get to the point where we were free, there had to be some type of retaliation. But to actually
they could rape the strongest man, the strongest black man, like this.
What?
You never heard of that? It's called buck breaking. You never heard of that?
No.
They would literally the slave islands, the trading posts was in the Caribbean, usually in Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, and parts of Cuba and Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, Haiti, basically the Caribbean. So they would take them from Africa and they would go to the slave trading area, and they will line them all up, and they would take the strongest out of it, the biggest and strongest, tie him down face down, hands all in a 5-point star, and the white overseer, whoever the slave holder, would rape the black guy, would do that, and they called it buck breaking. And the dude, I heard this. I think it was on something. I don't know if he really said this, but I think it was on something. He's like, yeah, I take your strongest man, and he's giving himself to me. I'm like, he's not giving himself to you.
So
tie this man down.
So
you didn't know that?
That's okay, but then when niggas are gay, they get murdered. Make it make sense. That's disgusting. Yeah.
You never knew that?
I never knew that.
You never knew that.
York Tech, do better, because I should have known about that.
I mean, history class, so they wasn't gonna talk about that.
I mean, they could have. We're grown. I mean, well, technically we're high schoolers, but I was in AP US history. I should have learned about that. We learned about the Native Americans. We learned about, fake ass fucking Christopher Columbus for the 800 millionth time.
Fuck you, Christopher Columbus.
Lying ass mother.
You didn't even. Christopher Columbus isn't your real name anyway, nigga. It's not even your real name. I forget what it's real. I did that for my speech class too. That's not even his real name. And first off, he missed his mark. You stupid bastard. You missed your mark.
Completely.
By thousands of miles. You suck. You're not a hero. You suck. You pirate rapist. You rapist as a pirate. You pirate rapist. Freaking pedophile. Yeah. You freaking slave holder. This nigga had slaves. What the fuck? Yeah, man. Fuck Christopher Columbus. That nigga you the dick. If I go back in time, I'll punch him and Hitler. I'll whip Hitler's ass. His little freaking German ass. But
I tried to look up what you say. That's not his real name.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus isn't his real name.
Christopher Columbus isn't his real name.
It's not his real name.
His birth name was Christopher Colombo. Does that sound right?
Colombo? I don't know.
Colombo? Yeah. Christopher.
No, I think he took that name from a pirate. An actual pirate.
That's crazy.
Yeah. This dude lives in the shroud of lies. He's not real. He's not a real human. I don't know what he is. But yeah, his statues need to come down. His day needs to leave. We don't need Christopher Columbus Day or Columbus Day, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The dude sucked. He was stupid. His math
Uh,
was off. He can't read for shit. He had zero sense of direction. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. And you know what's crazy? He actually came to all like England, France, Spain, and Portugal, and I think Italy, his hometown as well, to go around. And everyone said no the first time. No one, they didn't tell us that. They didn't tell us that he went around first. I'm like, hey, let me do his job. And they're like, no, nigga.
no.
No. And then I think Spain was like, all right, whatever, we'll give you the chance. And if you find stuff, you can keep it, blah, blah, blah. And this nigga lost, I think he lost his like what prime minister role or something. I think it was like prime minister role. I can't remember. He lost one of like the big roles like in a state, like in a country state. He lost it by oh man, what's the people? It was like they're from Brazil. They was like really not Brazil, but they're oh man, what is it? It was in South America. I don't remember the territory area in South America, but they were the indigenous people there. This nigga took advantage of them by taking all their shit. And if they didn't, I think if they, I guess gold was there. I can't remember. It was like gold or something valuable was there. If they didn't bring, I think, a certain amount in that day, he would cut off their limbs and or kill them.
Oh my god.
This dude is a psychopath. This dude is a psychopath. Why do we have a day for this man? Why do we have
Right.
a day for Abraham Lincoln? Why do we have a day for George Washington? We shouldn't have a day for Abraham Lincoln. We shouldn't even sit there and say that he freed the slaves. He didn't want slaves.
Exactly.
He didn't want slaves, but he had slaves. He
Exactly.
thought that black people were below white people. You didn't know that. I learned that from a comedian, an
I did
actual
that.
comedian on her show. That's some crazy stuff. So yeah, like all this stuff, man, they don't teach in school, which they should. Do better, school systems. You fuck.
Yeah, for real. The school system's a joke, honestly. Like they need to like, pre up to I say up to fifth grade is cool. Then they need to take from sixth grade to about eighth grade. That's when you cut those 2 years of schooling out and just like I don't know how to explain it, but expose kids to career fields, like, and not in like a, oh, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. No, fucking show them how to build a robot, make them paint a picture, like do stuff like that, so then kids can start seeing, okay, this is what I can option, and then you can break kids down into what they like, and then send them to a high school that specializes in those types of things. So you're not wasting all of your middle school and high school years learning shit that you're never going to use again. It's a waste of time, money, resources, all that kind of stuff. But that's just me. That's just what I be
That's
thinking.
that's just everybody.
Mm,
Everybody. They don't teach you a lot in like high school, and we talked about that before. They don't. They never showed us like a lot, but they showed us the things that we should know. America, but
right.
well, yeah. But okay, Nay. Nave people. She had a very man. She was heated. Well, she wasn't heated, but she was very upset about this, America, and people who listen to us around the world. Thank you very much for listening. But yeah, Miss Nay was actually pretty. Yeah, she was pretty tight. So, Nay, you wanna segue? It was a bad
Yes,
segue.
yes, sir. It's story time, y'all.
Story time.
Get ready. So
Story time.
we're not gonna use any names.
Yeah,
But for the people that listen to this, if you know me, you
yeah,
know what I'm talking about.
yeah. We are. Yeah,
If
we
you
are.
feel as though you want to run it back, go
Okay,
ahead.
we're not doing this. They start going into a whole tangent. We just here for story time. We wasn't here.
Okay, story time. So, okay. So I'm
Hard.
gonna try and condense this as best as I can. My best friend and my ex, um, were talking, and if anybody knows my ex likes to play around, and by play around I mean say a lot of gay things, and that's just how he jokes around. But he also likes to get really mad when you accuse him of being gay.
Mm.
So they were having a conversation, and my best friend told him that back in high school, everybody questioned whether he was gay or not because he never had a girlfriend, one, and he always joked like that. And then when he got with me, then everybody's like, oh, you're not gay, you have a girlfriend, what? Cool. So after he told him that, his feelings got hurt really bad.
Oh.
And decided to call me.
Oh, hell.
After months ago, I told him to stop talking to me.
Stop speaking.
Because he disrespected my relationship before. So
that nigga mad.
Big mad. So, he calls me talking about so what is this I'm hearing about you thinking I'm gay? And what and
nigga, you good.
and what could have led
the conversation short, nigga, you good.
Like, and he's like, what did you do to make me think that? And I'm like, first off, that's not what I said. What I said was, if you weren't gay, I wouldn't be surprised because you act like a fruity ass nigga. Anyways, so
okay. It's the Pride Month too. I know he was mad.
But that's the thing. He is throwing a pride party over in the UK.
I'm sorry, what?
He's throwing a pride party. Like, if I didn't block him, I'd show you what it was. Because he done pissed me off.
He's in England?
Yes, in the Air Force.
Oh, you're in the air. Oh man, he's around men 24/7. Wait, you said Air Force? You said Air Force? Oh damn, I thought you was about to say he was a part of the is it Marines? They're in water?
Yeah, the Marines are.
I know they're in water. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you're stupid. Yeah, Marines." No, I meant like, what's the dudes that are on a boat like don't see
Navy SEALs?
Navy SEALs.
Mm-hmm. Hell no.
What is that? Because then I'll be like, "Oh, this nigga's gay."
No, he like.
You're called seaman, nigga.
Anyways, he got me pretty tight. So that ended that, whatever. But he's not about to get away scot-free because you're not about to hit me up, cause disruption between me and my man because he's sitting right there like confused. Why are you calling me? So I let him know about himself. Mm-hmm. And, I just told him how.
With
a capital J, motherfucker. So
we're not making fun of gay people. We're just saying
we're not, and that's where, like, honestly, fuck everything else that happened. My issue is, why are you hitting me up? Because you're worried about how I feel about your sexuality. I don't care. If you suck dick in your free time, have fun. If you eat pussy in your free time, enjoy. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on your free time. We have not been together since 2017. Why is it 2021 and I still have to deal with your bullshit?
Yeah.
Grow up. Yeah. Move the fuck on.
You come out the closet.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he gives me like closeted gay vibes. Like, why are you so defensive? Why are you so angry? Nobody cares. Yeah. This was back in high school. So can you console yourself for 5 minutes?
I have relationships with women and sex with men.
One, me. That's it.
Yeah, sex with men. I got some in Ice-T's voice. Yeah, I got something to tell you that makes you gay.
Yo. Oh my God. My chest hurts. Oh my God. Like, I've laughed about this so much. I can't even laugh anymore. Like, I'm not even mad.
I'm sorry, I gotta tell you something. That means you gay.
Breathe. You gotta breathe. y'all.
I'm sweating like hell right now.
We're losing. We're losing.
Because this thing.
I just like
I'm sweating though.
like he just like you know what I'm saying. And this is at the end of the day, it's like I said, it's 2021. Nobody cares about your sexuality. Yeah, you're gonna get roasted because you went so hard about being not gay for so long that if you were, now you're like you're being weird about it. But it's just a matter of respect and boundaries. That's what we want to talk about, boundaries.
Boundaries. Damn.
And this isn't even about this part is about relationships, but just in general. So actually, I'm gonna ask you a question here.
Mm-hmm.
So
my fucking ribs hurt. Oh, go ahead.
So if you're in a relationship with somebody and your ex hits you up on some bullshit, how are you responding?
I'm like, yes.
like
what
exactly like
what do you want? Like, oh well, I was just seeing how you were like. What is the dialogue? Is the dialogue bad or good?
Well, generally when I get hit up, it's bad. So
don't answer.
That's true.
If it's something bad, to be like the first thing I see is, oh well, this. I'm like, delete, block.
See, and like that's where I fucked up, and I'll take that ownership. Should have been blocked. Should have never had contact. You know what I mean? But I'm a changed woman now. That man got blocked, deleted on everything. And when I tell you I have to block this person on everything, I have to, because homie will find a way. He will. And like, I'm tired of being nice about it. If you got a problem, oh well, because it's just like, it's like y'all exes. First off, if you're an ex, come out the closet. We all know y'all niggas is gay.
Whoa there, partner.
Whoa there, partner.
Partner, I don't know.
There's too many of y'all closeted niggas out here that my best friend and a few niggas, gay niggas that I know, be blowing y'all backs out and slopping y'all meat. Yeah. And you don't want to talk about it because y'all too scared.
A little bit vulgar there.
I'm sorry, but it's like, there's, you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real because it be the worst. The people that are the most homophobic that be like hitting niggas up like, I'm gay. Be like, I ain't gay. He just sucked my dick. Like, nigga, what? What? Make it make sense. I literally heard that before. Like,
nigga, what?
So because the man sucked you off, you're not gay. I mean, I guess if that's how you want to feel better about yourself.
What? Nigga, that's a no.
What do you mean? I mean, it's all the same shit. I mean, if you close your eyes, you wouldn't be able to tell.
What? I'm pretty sure you can tell if a beard or beard is rubbing up against you. Yeah, there's people like, oh, you can't tell. I'm positive you can tell. I'm positive. If you feel like not like hair on top of your head. I'm talking about facial hair, because facial hair, I have a little bit of chin hair. It does not feel the same as the hair on my head. I'm telling you that right now. This is all rough and scrubbly, and this is
just your scrubs rubbing up against your balls. Like,
if you feel bald, if you feel bald hair rubbing against your bald hair, then something's wrong. Something's not right. Let's like it. Then everything's okay.
Oh my God. I just like, I'm not even mad. I'm only mad because he took it a step too far, and I'm not even gonna get into that. But it's at the end of the day.
Set boundaries.
Exactly, and that's what I did. My boundaries. I didn't have any boundaries before because I'm too nice, but boundaries were set, and
you better than me.
We about to get a flood warning. It's pouring outside. I'm better than you. What do you mean?
Because I'm not nice.
I mean, I take that as a good thing. I need to
Everybody-
be like you.
no, I mean no, it's good to be nice, but don't sit there and just be like, I think lies are fair about it. Just be like, oh well, it's okay. They just want to vent to me. It's just like you said it. They, if you coming at me very aggressively, I'm gonna be like, look, how I take aggression versus how other people take aggression. I will match it if I need to, but more than likely I'm gonna laugh it off. If it's an X, I'm gonna laugh you off.
Right.
I'm going to. You know why? Because I didn't hit you up first.
Hmm. And that's the thing that blows my mind is the fact that we had a mutual understanding that we're not talking because I'm in a relationship and you're supposed to be focusing on you.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you're hitting me up about your own personal issues and then tried to come at me in my relationship because you're
You
single,
just,
been single since
huh?
I broke your fucking heart to pieces. And
Okay.
I don't care. Like
Breaking
I
heart.
told you, I'm angry. But like not like I gotta do something about it angry. Just angry at the fact that this whole situation even happened. But it's just like it's not my fault. It's not my fault that you're lonely. You don't know how to treat women. You don't know how to be with a girl. You don't know boundaries. And that's why you're overseas, sad, lonely, bored, depressed, miserable, and worried about what the fuck I got going on because you can't find a bitch to fucking end of the conversation. But that's, you know what I'm saying? Like boundaries.
That nigga gay.
I should unblock him and text him and be like, nigga, you gay.
Oh, you have him on Snap. I will be on Snap. Be like, yo, let me tell you something, and send him that video. I'm not gay. I have a relationship with women and sex with men. Nigga, what? What does that mean? What does that even mean?
They probably be Googling like, is that true?
Is
Like,
straight?
maybe.
It's like, so you have relationships with women, but you have sexual relationships with men. Hmm. Okay,
No.
that's one. That's one for the books. For the books, I don't know how to answer that one.
I'm just saying.
How do you
Yeah.
answer? I have relationships with women, sex with men. I'm not gay. What kind of analogy can I put that in? Like, would that count if I'm like I flip up the sink water, don't throw on like throw on some hand soap and then go like this and cut it off and then dry my hands? Is that is that it? Is that like a good analogy? Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even want to hear that shit. If somebody said that to me, I'd be like,
So you get
so you gay? That's facts. I don't want to hear nothing else you gotta say to me, nigga. You gay.
there's nothing wrong with it. Hey,
And that's what I'm saying. And like that's the thing I just want him to understand. Like, if you are, cool. If you're not, cool. People talking about it, you shouldn't even be worried about. This is back in high school, bro. We graduated in 2016. That was mad long ago. Don't nobody care.
I don't give some darn.
They ain't gonna give a fuck.
Kids. Jesus Christ. I know a couple of exes have kids. And I'm not the dad. That I'm aware of. Huh?
Excuse me?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Most of them were pregnant before I even knew. And they do. That's some crazy shit, huh? But
Yeah.
that's why I'm good. I'm glad that no one really knew me in high school. They only knew me as the only black kid with an afro. That was about it. Then I was the only kid named Pierre in the whole school. So it's just like it was like, yeah, Pierre. They were like, who's that? And it's like the dude that plays basketball with a fro. And they're like, oh, him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, and the only people who did know me is the girls that I dated for like a month or two or something like that. And then their friends knew me. And I did dumb stuff in high school. Like we all did.
Of course.
No one really knew me. They knew the dumb stuff I did, but they didn't really know me. They just knew what I did and or said.
Right.
But now that I'm going on, about to be 24,
Hell yeah.
24, RIP to Kobe. But now that I'm about to be 24, it's just like, who cares?
Exactly.
Who cares?
Like nobody
I ain't
cares.
gay, but who cares?
Like there's some people I know that just they still live like they're in high school. And it's like, bro, you're a grown ass woman. You're a grown ass man. Grow up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we not in high school. We don't that fighting stuff, that crying on social media every 2 days about your baby dad, like worrying about what people feel, how people feel about you. Like it's just nobody cares, dude. We're all trying to pay our bills and live our lives and just make it to fucking 90. You know what I'm saying? Without getting
I'm trying to make it to 85. I'm not trying to go all that way. 85 is my cutoff. If I can make it.
So what you gonna do when you about to turn 86?
Oh, I'm like, damn, just kill me.
That's crazy.
I'm just going to trip. I'm like, oh no, just fall down the steps.
That's crazy. They gonna put you in a hospital.
Do a suicide note and have like a have a have a camera in my home and just be like, look at the camera, and be like, oh no, and just fall down the steps. Because I know my kids are gonna laugh. And they're like me, if they see that, they're gonna laugh. Like, this nigga died like that.
Be like, yo, oh my god,
Dad really died like that. I know my grandkids are gonna laugh, and they're just like me. They're gonna laugh. Because this nigga died. This was like, oh no, and just fall down, just throw himself down the steps.
That's a shame.
Yo, I would do that. I would go out like that.
I can see it. I can see it because you goofy as hell. So I can see you going out just like that.
You're like, damn, this nigga just wanted to die that bad.
Right, like damn, you could have took the easy way out. You would have been falling downstairs and shit.
There's gonna be a note in my pocket. There's gonna be a note in my pocket. Like, this is how I wanted to die.
I'd be like, if you find this body, don't resuscitate.
Resuscitate. I wanted to die like this. They're like, you gotta turn 86 in like 3 days, man. Fuck.
I better fucking not. The fuck.
Because that means I'm on a course for 90. Like,
Yo.
I want to be here. 85 is a good cutoff.
Yeah, for real. I think
85.
I think 85 is a good age because then once you get to like 90, you start like
getting depressed.
Losing your eyesight, your limbs.
All my friends are not here anymore.
For real.
They're not here anymore.
Your family don't visit you. You in a retirement home? Like, oh no.
I want to be mobile. I'm not going to be in a retirement home. Fuck that. I'll make sure I'm not going to be in a retirement home. I'm like, y'all.
They best life in retirement home, so I don't know. It might be the way.
No, they be spreading all types of diseases in there.
Yeah, because they be getting a freak on. That's why.
I'm good. Betsy come up, try to throw it on. I'm like, nah, Betsy, not today, honey.
Down, Betsy. Like,
Janet from down the hall just took her teeth out. It's like, just like, you want to be.
Yuck. This whole conversation.
I don't mean around that. It's like working in a nursing home and hearing that. I'd rather not hear that.
Oh my god.
There be some dudes that go in there because they have an old like lady like fetish things and
like just random people or like family members of like.
I'm about to say no, well, probably family members, but I'm talking about workers. Like,
oh god.
And probably some weird people. Some weird people probably will go in.
That's disgusting.
Some weird guys. Some guys are like that. That's just how life is for them. I don't know. I don't know why they. That's just ill. Like,
that's them niggas that can't get women their age. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason.
If anything, he rose above the stakes of that. Like, this man rose above the stakes. He couldn't get a woman. He didn't get women his age, younger, slightly older, middle age. No, he went for. I've been here since 1943. Like,
For real?
Honestly, he stepped up. He rose up. If he can grab some old head lady, then you stepped up.
Oh no, that's
You stepped up. Like, hey, bro, you might be in the will. Think about it. You might be.
I mean that
So
that
you stepped up in the world. Like, if you just dropping something off, you just dropping some dull off. Like you just dropping dull off, and you might be in the will at the end of the day.
so like I think my power is about to go out because the fucking street light is gone. It's pitch black outside.
Damn, she about to be in the darkness. But nah, boundaries. I mean, do you think that's? I don't know. I don't want to get into old people getting. Ugh.
Ugh. Anyway, back to boundaries. 'Cause this crossing that line where it's like
That made me uncomfortable.
for real.
That
But
made
back to boundaries, like at the end of the day, I think when it comes to relationships and like your exes and stuff, know your place. And every relationship is different. So I would say like if you and your ex ended on good terms, you are cordial, like everything's cool, good, and it's okay with your new partner, live your best life. But if the partner or your ex specifically says that they do not want to speak to you, stop going out of your way to try to speak to them. Like it's really not that hard. There are so many other women and men on this planet that you could talk to, and you still choose to talk to me. For what?
For
For
what?
what?
You like niggas? What?
Like, and I mean, like, just I can't even get my words out because I'm baffled. I'm just baffled.
For me, it's a SpongeBob reference. The whole like to-do list meme, and it's just like your ex be like, "Can we still be friends?" And he's like, "Nah."
No.
That's me. That's me. Any girl that I used to talk to, her ex is like, "We still want to be friends?" No, no.
And like I respect my boyfriend because like he's not a confrontational person. He's not somebody that's like if you don't do anything wrong by him, he's not gonna automatically hold a grudge by you. But if you do anything wrong, then he's gonna look at you sideways. And once again, bad headspace where I felt as though this individual changed, which never fucking happens. And felt like he was in a better space mentally where he was able to be in my space and he ruined it. You know what I mean? And it took, you know what I mean? And now it's like you have to set boundaries within your relationship or with anybody because people don't if you don't set boundaries, people will walk all over you.
Like a fucking doormat.
Just disrespect and wipe their muddy ass feet and scrape that shit like, dude, what did I do to you? I'm freshly bought, clean, beautiful, and you just gonna dirty it all up like
Yeah, with your disgusting feet.
just filthy.
That's life. That is life. It's not. It's not very common that. I don't know, but no, that's just life. It sucks that sucks. Like for boundaries for people outside like your relationship, and they step over the fucking line. If any turns, like it's just like no, like we already have our past. Let that shit go.
Exactly.
Let it go, buddy. It's over.
Right.
There's nothing here for you anymore. All right. So I'm gonna go this way. Don't follow. No, no, don't follow me. Go that way.
Exactly.
So
And it's the fact that he disrespected me to the point where he said that he came in a relationship talking about you deserve better. Then who? Then who?
wait, what?
Because damn sure ain't you, honey. Let's believe because we can go back and backtrack.
you
That's
deserve, you deserve better. You deserve a guy who doesn't have a house.
right. You deserve a girl who don't know what
doesn't have a job. Who doesn't have a job? Who's still in the closet?
You like get the fuck out of here.
You deserve me, even though I'm thousands of miles away. You deserve
Right.
me. Sometimes my butt will hurt, but
I get a little mad sometimes, but
I get
It's
on
okay.
sometimes. My butt hurts. Not because I'm mad. It's because literally my butt hurts.
I'm gonna go hang with the niggas today. Like,
My butt's gonna hurt after I hurt.
that shit just. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm done with that. I'm done with the jokes. I'm done with the jokes. For I had everyone's like, that's not funny. I'm done with the jokes. Relax. Relax. Don't be all butthurt like whoever English muffin guy is. I don't fucking know.
Not English
Anyone in the
muffin.
United Kingdom that's listening to this, thank you. But I'm not. Fuck y'all. Fuck it.
Right, right.
Fuck
Yeah,
y'all.
it's okay. We don't apologize.
Fuck y'all.
But no.
Yeah, most definitely set boundaries. So, yeah, tell me y'all fucking suck with that. But oh man, I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't have that problem. I'm glad because no one likes me. That's okay. No one texts me, so it's okay. I don't,
That's crazy.
it's the truth. Don't I don't even get text messages from my mom all the time. No, she calls me. I call my mom. I love my mom. Love you, mom.
Right.
Oh man, but but hey, okay. Nate. How about you? Since you asked questions, how about you be the another do another agree disagree, Nay? Mm. Flip the
Agree to
script.
disagree. Oh, it is okay for your girlfriend to be friends with her ex.
You said it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
Agree or disagree.
It's okay for her to be friends with her ex. Absolutely not.
Talk your shit, Ian. Talk your shit.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry, I had to bend down for a second. I had to get my freaking charger. Absolutely not. Because I'm gonna have to fight. And I don't want to fight.
Dan, you ain't even know the context. He said no.
No, it's not okay. And if they say or don't worry about him, what do you mean don't worry about him?
Facts. The fact that she even has to say that, that's a problem.
That's a red flag. Don't worry about him. What do you mean don't worry about him?
Right. And it'd be unprovoked too.
No, I disagree. No, that you can't. Just like I won't be friends with my. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. At the end of the day, I can't tell you. You're a grown woman. I'm not going to tell you what you can and what not cannot do. But I'm going to voice my expression, like, "Hey, that's not cool with me at all. It's not cool with me because
Right.
if I don't hear from you for a certain amount of time, how we usually text, if you're not at work or if you're not with family or you're not doing something." If I know you're home, not doing anything or anything else, then the guy that you just told me not to worry about, I'm going to worry about.
Right.
Because you'd be like, "Oh, I'm just with a friend." Who? Just
Ooh,
a friend.
exactly.
Who? Don't worry about. What do you mean? Don't worry about it? Because now you're going to make me angry. Like, who are you? And if I call you, FaceTime you, or anything like that, and you don't like, you just flat out go to like just a regular call, not FaceTime, I'm gonna get very angry. And then when I get very angry, you're not gonna hear from me.
Exactly.
You're not gonna hear from me at all, and you're gonna be like, "What's wrong with you?" "Oh, I'm just here." Like, "What are you doing? Are you working?" "No, I'm just here. I'm just sitting here." "Oh, do you want?" "No, I don't want to go anywhere." And then now you're gonna sit there. No, it's just gonna break. It's gonna break trust because that happened to me before, and I don't like that. I don't like
Right.
it at all. So you'd be like, "Oh, I'm just friends with like he's just friends," or "I'm just with a friend." I have like you had guy friends, that's cool and stuff like that. As long as he has a girlfriend, I see he has an actual girlfriend, I'm cool. If he's
Right.
a single dude and you're around him, no,
Right.
hell no, because I'm gonna get very upset. If you're just like, "Oh yeah, me and him," what do you mean you and him went out? What do you mean you and him went out?
Mm-hmm.
So no, I mean no. If he's an ex, no, absolutely.
Sure. Like, and back in the day, I would have been like, "You're weird. You're insecure." Now that I'm an adult and I understand how the world actually works, I agree. I don't think, why would you even put yourself in that situation? You know what I mean? Like, what do you gain from that?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all are friends, then you should have been friends and stayed friends. You shouldn't have dated. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, why would you even do that? Now, you know what I'm saying? And like, it all comes down to your partner at the end of the day. Like, I thought it was okay because that's what I've done up until this point. But seeing the chaos that it causes, it's not worth it. I would never, ever risk my current relationship for my ex. Fuck that. You can get the fucking step in. Like, you know what I mean? It's not worth the headache. It's not worth the risk. It's just, and people that are willing to take that risk, they can fucking goodbye. Here's the front door. Like, nope.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a risk. It's just like, no, that's not happening. Like, if you see me, if I'm telling you that I'm, I have no problem with an ex, I have no problem with it. I don't text them. I don't talk to them. You see my messages. I don't do anything. That's how it is. I don't talk to them. If they say hi to me when they see me in public, okay, cool, hi.
Right.
But they're not gonna text me because more likely I'll be like, look, we can't text each other. Then I tell all the girls I used to like, yeah, we shouldn't text them, or they tell me, hey, we shouldn't text. And I'm like, okay, cool, and I stop texting them. one
Mad
girl,
respect.
one girl I used to talk to really just hit me up about college. Like she graduated like college, but then she was talking about going, I guess, back to college or something like that. And she was just like, oh well, is this like expensive? And I was like, no. Like I was hitting her with one word answers like no and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, okay. And then I'm sitting there, I think I was laying in bed and I guess I was on my phone. And the next thing you know, I hear from my phone. I look at my phone. It was like, can we be friends? And then I never answered.
Yo, I don't blame you.
I
I
never
don't.
answered her. I never answered her. I'm like, no. You're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie, I was down bad, so I did hit her up like months ago when I was like, when you down bad,
But that's different. You're not with nobody, so who gives a fuck at
yeah,
that point? You know what I
I
mean?
do because it makes you look stupid.
Like,
If you down bad and people who been down bad or been in that way, you're like, damn, I need something, and then you're like,
yeah,
and then you go to your list if you have a list, or you go to like your favorite,
not the list.
and now and now that you have you, not the it's not I shouldn't say list, but you go
I
to
mean, just there's lists. If a girl tell you she don't got a couple niggas in her, she lying.
that's already a lie. I'm no
Yeah.
because I have females if I wanted to. I know that
Mm,
I know that's a lie because I have females, so I know damn well you have. If it's like, oh my god, all these guys are like grabbing my snap or my IG and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh okay, cool, okay, cool, okay, cool. Like, and I feel like that's like one of the main reasons because it's just like you know that for every for every like girl that you talk to, more like she's talking to somebody else, and they can
right.
lie and be like, I'm not talking to anyone else. You know why I know why you're lying? Because I'm talking to someone else,
Right,
and I don't want
exactly.
to talk to them. I don't want to. So, but no, that used to be me. Now it's just like flirt here and there, but I talk to somebody and then it's just like, then you probably have someone else. You're like, let's see. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Like, just because you talk to more than one person, if you're not sitting there kissing or sleeping with that person, it's okay. If you're just talking and getting to know that person and you talk to somebody else, honestly, I used to do that to see who I wanted.
Exactly. And that's perfect. That's just like dating, like
Yeah,
going out on dates and stuff. Like
yeah,
it's
it's just
really
like
not
speed
that big
dating.
of a deal.
It's basically like speed dating. It's just like, yeah, you're kind of weird or you're kind of funny and stuff like that. Or you get the really goofy ones that take forever to text back, and you're like, yeah, this is not gonna go anywhere. This is not.
Exactly.
Or the ones that leave you on red and stuff like that, or don't message you back to the next day, and I'm just like, yeah, this is not gonna last. So I'm just gonna use you probably like, hey, like what are you doing and stuff like that, and then you're like, oh, we're not doing anything, and then like, hey, cool, you want to chill for a little bit, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm just like, yeah,
Trap.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'd be like. This is how I know that a girl is not worth my time. If I'd be like, hey, do you want to like chill or something? They're like, oh, well, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, dude, like, what do you want to like go out to go play ball or something like that, or do blah blah blah. You talk all this spicy stuff, and then when it comes down to like me talking spicy, and then you're just like,
Mhm.
no, I want to do that, and you're just like, and then oh, we can hang out this day. That day comes like, oh yeah,
Don't give shit back.
or this and that, and then you're saying all this stuff that you were saying, then you have the time, and then you're like, oh no, like I'm drunk or I'm high or this and that, and I'm like, this is probably why I don't talk to you a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and this is only why you get sexual conversations from me, because that's the only thing I see you as, because you're not really investing time to get to know me.
Mm.
You leave me on red and stuff like that after calling me cute. So
Mm. Talk about it.
I got called cute. I was at the club the other night and I got called cute, and I was just like, thank you. The funny thing is, the girl, she has me on Snap. She didn't recognize me. I guess because she don't watch my stories, and I don't really post my face. She's like,
Mm.
I had my mask down for a little bit because yes, people, I go to the club with mask on. Like you should.
Yeah, so do I. The fuck. And if you got a problem, go, yeah.
We're still in the middle of a pandemic, people. It's not ending. So I had
Right.
I had a mask on, and I took it off because we was outside, and I was just around a group of my friends. Like we was around each other, so I kept it down. And plus, it was getting hot, so I started like sweating all around this area. So like pulled it down, and I'm talking, and then my one friend, yes, Alex, you son of a bitch. Yeah, he has this thing with he'll be like, yeah, he's like, bro, like, you need to like give me some bitches or something. I'm just like, the funny thing is, the funny thing was in the car we were talking about this. I was like, bro, you better not be bitching. You better go to a girl and ask her this. And he's like, man, I'm not worried about that shit. Literally, like 2 hours prior to when we got there, like before we got there, or like 2 hours, yeah, 2 hours when we pulled up. And then literally 2 hours later, towards the end of the night, towards the end of the club being open, he said that to me. And I looked to my other people I know, and I was like, you see the shit I be
Mm.
you see the shit I be saying. I told y'all he was gonna do this shit. I told y'all. I told y'all. He's like, no, man, like, you don't understand. I'm like, who? And then I look around, and it's like females everywhere. I'm looking around, I'm like, who do you want?
Literally.
Who do you want? And he's like, man, I'm not. It's a bunch of, I think he said like STDs, STIs in there. I'm like, nigga,
Oh my God.
you can't think like that. You can't think like,
Right.
you know why you can't think like that? Because you're gonna put that out there, and guess what you're gonna get?
Nothing.
Some nasty girl, nasty girl, where you're gonna pee hot in the morning. You don't do that, so don't put that out there, and it won't happen to you. So
My man said pee hot. I'm
you peeing fire like NBA YoungBoy every day. You be mad as hell. But yeah, it's just like I'm sitting there, I'm just like, nah. I was like, nah. We're like, who do you want? I kept like, who do you want? He's like, oh no, man. I was like, oh. I'm like, bro, who do you want? Like, I'm looking around and people see me yelling. I'm like yelling, and I don't yell because I don't have a very loud voice. And if people hearing this, I'm like, you talk very low. No, nigga, this is my normal voice. This is my normal voice. I can't do anything about it. This is how I talk. I can't. I'm not gonna scream and yell like an idiot. I can scream, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not a yelling person.
Right.
So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, who do you want? Yeah, looking around like, who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? He's like, no, man, no. I'm like, you see that group of girls right there? I'm gonna go up to them. He's like, nah, bro. This is like, nigga, like, what are you saying? And then we got into the car. He's like, man, I'm not worried about that because we go out to Lancaster. I'm a man out there. I'm like, nigga, you can be the man anywhere.
Yeah, for real. It's a fucking lifestyle.
Yeah,
In Lancaster. What the fuck?
yeah, you can only be the man in one place. Like everywhere else, you're a child. Like you're not a man. You're a boy. So I was like, nah, man. Next time you do that shit, I'm telling you, I'm going out to one girl corner and I'd be like, look, my man said, what's up with you?
But no, see, and that's the thing. My advice for men, when you go to the club, there's a balance. Don't be that guy that sends your homie over and be like, my homie say you're cute, I'm gonna be like, tell your homie stop being a bitch and come over and talk to me.
Damn.
But
You find that?
Tatum knows, you know what I'm saying? But also you also don't want to be that guy
Overly aggressive.
who's overly aggressive. Exactly.
Yes.
So you gotta be that guy in the friends group who is not the only one talking, but isn't standing in the back. You're, participating in conversation, scoping out the group, seeing which one you want, continuously making eye contact, eventually drifting over to her, asking her name. You know what I mean? Ask for a dance by her drink.
Don't do that, man. I don't go to the club to go pick up women. I think my dad thinks I do that. I'm like, no. He's like, yo, what do you like going? Oh, I'm like, bro, I don't. I go to the club to dance and have fun and be the fan, like being my boys, and that's about it. If a girl comes up to me and I tell us, I literally only asked. This is actually 2 years ago. I went to the one bar outside of York College, and I was like, I think it's called Merce. Pretty sure it's Merce. So we went out there, and literally I asked this one girl for a dance. This is like 2 years ago. She was like, no, I'm just here with my friends and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. Since then, that's the only girl I ever asked for a dance. Other than that, never asked a girl for a dance. Ever. I'm telling you this right now, and people are gonna be like, oh, you're lying, you're capping. No. I swear to God, I never asked for any other dances other than that. I had girls come up to me, whether I be in the city of York or I go out to Lancaster to the clubs out there, and I had girls come up and dance and grind on me. I'm just like, okay, like, okay. So that's it. I don't ask for dances. I don't go up and be like, hey, like what's your name and stuff. I don't. That's not where I'm there for.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I'm there for.
And people can tell, like, you can spot the guy that's just there to just have a good time, and he's not trying
like this against the wall, one foot on the wall, just looking down.
Mm-hmm.
Or he just standing in the middle against the pole where all the girls are, and just standing like this, waiting for a girl to dance on him. I'm like, fam, where is this 1980s, 1990s, early 2000s feel coming from, bro?
Exactly.
They don't do that anymore. This isn't the early 2000s, dude. You can't get away with that. Standing on a pole waiting for a girl to come up to you. You know why? Because girls today are smarter than that. They know what you're doing.
Exactly. I literally, like, from like 2017 to probably like end of 2018, I used to be at BMAX, which is, by the way, for people listening, BMAX is called Banana Max. It's a club in York, PA. That it's Thursday night is youth night from what 18 to.
I guess they stopped doing that.
They did?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I mean, I believe it, because when I stopped going, that shit was dry as hell. But
that's what I would be.
But shit, when I
you already knew what I was there for. I was there for. So.
Yeah, back when, like, going there, like you said, there's those guys that just from like 10 to 12, 10 to 11:30, everybody's just standing around, looking at each other. Some girls will like randomly run in the middle of the floor, dance and run back. But when that fucking cha-cha slide came on, that was just the go-to. Everybody got on the floor. And then around 11:30, that's when everybody started pulling up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it got fucking hot and sweaty in that bitch, because everybody want to be fucking dancing. And then just niggas just come, like the ones that be sitting up on the wall, they'll come out from the woodwork and just slide behind you, like, get the fuck out of here.
Fellas, we need to stop doing that. Stop walking up behind females and doing that shit, bro. That's just weird. That is.
Like, literally, if you actually, like, if y'all, because I know there's a group of.
That's it. Here's a solution. Dance. Have fun.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. Group of guys that actually dance, and they just dance with their niggas and they just be having a good time. Those are the people that the girls gravitate towards, because they're the center of attention. They're having a good time without women. Mm-hmm. So we just want to add a little bit of femininity in there, and we're going to make some magic.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens. I literally dance. I just be dancing my ass off. Just be like, and the coach is like looking goofy as hell, big ass smile on my face. Like before the pandemic, I literally when I go out, I only ever went out to Lake Esther. I never went out to anywhere else. And literally, I would be dressed bummy. I don't dress bummy. I do dress decent. I don't dress like all flashy and stuff. Like I have like a flannel and just like a hat and just like some nice New Balance. I always wear New Balance. I always wear New Balance. Some jeans on. Be chilling, just dancing and stuff. Girl comes up. Literally had some MILF come up to me. And start dancing. I was like, all right, cool. And then
Oh
like,
yeah.
and then this white girl with some big, like this white girl with a big butt came over to me. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. And just started dancing. Oh, her friend came and was like, my friend thinks you're cute. And I was like, I mean, who's your friend?
Right.
Because I'm blind. And in that room, it's kind of dim lighted. So I'm like, who are you talking about? And like, the funny thing is, like, I'm almost 6 foot. So I got to lean down and listen to her. And then she's sitting there talking to me, and then she like points over to this girl, like dances by herself. I'm just like, okay, like what do you want me to do?
Right.
And then we started dancing and stuff, and her friend ruined it. Her friend was like, yeah, she just got back from LA. Like she did like fashion design, whatever out there. She fucked a lot of rappers. And I was just like,
Are you serious? She would have.
no, no, no,
She
no.
would
See,
have had
the
to
thing is,
go.
she no. This is what people when I tell people that they say the exact same thing what you said. But she was trying to get me with her friend all night. She was like, some dude was like, I swear to God, he was a football player, basketball player. He's around 6'5" and strong as hell. She was like, he's ugly. You're cute. Get your girl. I'm like, who are you talking about? I look at the dude. I'm like, first off, bitch, don't do that.
Right. Right.
See how
Talking
big?
mad shit.
You see how big he is? If he wants her, he can have her.
Right. You talking a
I'm
lot
not
of shit for somebody thinking me about to do something like get
You think I'm gonna get my ass whooped because of you?
I'm be like, that's what she said. So you
I'm
better
not
whoop
afraid.
her ass.
I'm not afraid to fight, but I know I'm not gonna win that fight.
Right. Like because you're a smart man, you know how to pick your battles.
You
She
know,
just
big,
talked.
I stopped there like, first of all, you see how big this nigga is? I'm not going over there.
Hell no.
That nigga's 6'5", 20. I'm okay. I'm 5'11" and 145 pounds. We're not doing this today.
Right. I'm good.
Outweighs me by almost 80 pounds. I'm not getting my ass whooped today.
Not in no club. Fuck that.
And not for some girl I just met like 20 minutes.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh, no, hell no. So I'm never no. But yeah, guys, this dance. That's all you gotta do. Just dance. If you lock eyes, I locked eyes with a whole bunch of girls, and I just give them the head nod. Hey, how you doing? Or just wave. Just wave.
That's enough.
Doing. Go back to what I'm doing. Just doing some wild dances. Next thing you know, she comes up to me with her friend. But this how females do it. If you don't notice, you have a female. Not you don't notice, but if you notice, what they do is they'll move around slow. Like they'll start in one place and they migrate and migrate and migrate till they're close to you, or you have to move because there's people coming and now you're moving. I'm dancing and moving around, and next thing you know, I'm like 6, 7 feet away from them, and then she sees me and then she's smiling. I'm just waving. I just go back to doing what I'm doing. Next thing you know, she's like kind of moving slow. She's talking with her friends, and then they like where she like brushes me. She looks at me, and then she dances with me. That's it. That's all you had to do. You don't have to do anything because she's doing most of the work by slowly inching over her, and the only thing you're doing is, oh shit, now I gotta move because somebody's here. Just
right. Until you realize, like, oh wait, I've seen her like 6 times tonight. Maybe she's trying to dance with me.
And that happened to me as well. Got her snapping number and everything. Love bitch from Harrisburg, so fuck you. Harrisburg. Fuck Harrisburg. I said what I said. Harrisburg and the people from there. Fuck y'all. That's how I feel.
Except my sister, because my sister is awesome. But you know.
Everyone except for Nate's sister. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Period.
And I mean that in the most hostile way. Hostile way possible. I mean that shit.
Yo, no affiliation. Don't you know?
That's my only affiliation. Fuck y'all. Pierre said it. All right. Go ahead, Nate. It's final thoughts, Nate.
Final thoughts. Don't be shy when you're at the club.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being friends with your ex because you're gonna ruin your relationship or the one you could possibly have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it, honestly. And fuck Christopher Columbus because that nigga.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck him.
Hostile way.
I want all this disrespect.
I want every single. I could smack all your generation of family. I would, in the most hostile way. Very hostile.
All right, your final thoughts?
I want to fight everyone in that Christopher Columbus
Oh
family.
my god.
I mean that in the most hostile way possible. I mean the serious, most prejudice in the world. I want to fight y'all niggas.
Mine is on demon time. What the fuck?
No, but oh man, if you hang around a bunch of niggas and you lonely by yourself, you gay. And you cry to you about how you're not gay, even though you kind of are gay, you gay. Okay, let me be serious. Okay. No, fuck Christopher Columbus, even though it's way past that, but fuck Chris. It's 4 months and like some odd days until it's your fucking birthday or whatever day. I'm fucking fuck you, nigga. That's how I feel. In the most hostile way possible. And fuck your generational family. In the most hostile way possible. Fuck Abraham Lincoln too. Yeah, fuck yeah, it's like that. And anyone who's related to that nigga, and fuck Thomas Jefferson, even though he has a whole bunch of black family. Because he's a pedophile. And we don't talk about that. He had sex with underage slave girls. We're not gonna talk about that. Fuck that nigga. Fuck the forefathers. Oh, anyway, that's what I was saying. Don't be friends with your ex. Just be cool with them. Just hi and bye when you see each other. That's it. Don't ruin what you got now. Don't do it. That's it. See red flags. That's about it. When you dance in the club, fellas, do not walk up behind a woman and start rubbing your dangling across their back. More likely they don't like that shit. They don't. Believe me, I've seen this. I've seen this before. I've seen it before. I haven't done it because I'm not a
a creep.
But I want to say I'm a no. It's like no, I'm not a weird sociopath that would do something like that. That's kind of weird, dude. You just go behind some random person and y'all gonna be mad when you go up and start grinding a girl and she allows you. Next thing you know, she turn around looking like me.
Facts. And then another thing,
and then he want to fight.
and then they do that and don't got rhythm. That's even worse. Like if you gonna at least throw like catch a mask, be able to catch it. If you not on beat, you're getting clown. Get the fuck from away from me. Bye.
And y'all want to act gangster? Just two step, nigga. No, just dance. You can dance. Ain't no one gonna make fun of you. I dance in front of people. I don't care. The hardest niggas out here, they be like, fuck me. It's like you can't be hard 24/7.
Right, relax.
Tough 20, like relax, nigga.
Neck match stiff. Like
you eat cereal like that, like. How you eat cereal, nigga? How you pour milk? Like eating cereal with his hand and shit. It's like that's how hard I am, nigga. It's like nah. But yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. This be fucking normal in the club. That's it. And start teaching kids the real things in school, people. Damn. It's not that hard. Just teach them the truth. Teach the youth the truth. Damn it. That was my name to the speech I did. Teach the youth the truth.
I like that
right now.
Ooh, okay.
Thank you, Professor Schrayer. But Nay, you want to close us out now?
No.
Okay, I'll close. I'll do all the work.
I opened it. That's some bullshit. Don't start there.
We still haven't came up with a name for Nay. We still won't. We will.
Nay is fine.
No,
It's simple.
because I will figure something out. I will figure something out. I will run a whole bunch of names by you. I see what ones work. I don't have nothing to do all night.
I'm gonna send you them songs and you will listen and think of a name.
Probably sit here just thinking about that shit. But it's been real with Nay and her life. It's been real Nay. So that's I might have to go with that nickname. Who knows? But it's been Miss Nay Wilson. Sadly, I'm the random black kid because it's hot. You know, I'm working in this room right now, so I'm kind of like trying to keep myself from laughing too much. 'Cause I love heat, but I gotta sleep in this shit. So it's been a random black kid episode. I don't even know. We got to say what episode.
Yeah, for real. I don't know what
I
episode
think
it
it's
is.
25.
Actually.
Episode 20.
Every time.
I don't keep track.
We're gonna remember next time.
I'll remember it next time. But episode, I think it's 25. If it is episode 25. Yeah, it is. It is. It is episode 25. The random black kid, Miss Nay. So until you see me, until we meet again, will we say Nay? Until we meet again, we
You do this every time, like I'm gonna remember. You know how much weed I smoke on a daily basis. I'm not gonna remember that.
Until we meet again, we're out of here.